So this one is going to be for your self-defense practice. So self-defense in Taekwondo is mainly from grabs. So it can be wrist grabs, cross side, or it could be collar, single, or don't grab the mic, double. So there's only really those 4 grabs that you're tested on when it comes to gradings. In class we may practice some others, but for grading purposes we're going to run through those ones for today. There's 3 different kinds of defense I want to see. There's no real preset for these. This is more what works for you. So the first one on the white belt's grading is a same-sided grab, and the first defense I would want is just break that grip fighting essentially. There's many ways you can do that. You can twist your hand outwards, twist your hand inwards or downwards, or push upwards. My favourites are when we use the blocks from our patterns, where you bring your hand up to your shoulder, off balance them slightly, push and pull to strip the grip. Same for the middle block. I mean, even the high block, maybe not the most effective, but they all have their place. One that is unique to this side for grip breaks is elbow to elbow. So you use a bit of footwork, step and twist, bring my elbow towards his elbow, already broken the grip, step and gone, escape. It's not really a fighting back part this time, it's just breaking those grips. For the second one, I want a controlled position. So rather than just breaking the grip now, imagine the grip's tighter or you haven't been able to escape, but you need to stop them from causing any further harm. So the first one we're going to go for is bring your hand up towards you like you're reading a book. Bring the other hand up underneath their wrist, and as we lift, we're going to keep that elbow straight and pull it towards us. From there, turn my hand around. His elbow's locked out. It won't hurt him, but it just locks him there. Can push him away. Problem dealt with. Next one is a bit more painful, so you can give a bit of pain compliance on this one. It's going to grab the same side again. You can reach across. I like to have my hand up high like this, so that if he was to throw any punches, I've got kind of a guard going on with my elbow. I'm going to grab on his wrist. So now it's 2 hands, my one that's been grabbed and mine that's grabbing him, versus his 1 hand. And then I'm going to wrench it all the way over my head in a big arc shape as I step back with my right leg. Into that position, you can go into the standard arm bars that we go through in class sometimes, or you can apply wrist pressure or wrist locks. It's entirely up to you. Either way, they're in a position where they can't cause you any more harm. And those are the main ones for the same side. There's one final kind of defense though. Let's say he's been a bit more of a problem. I may have got rid of his grip a few times, maybe even gone, hey, can you stop it? And then he's carried on. This guy's become a bit of a problem. I need to deal with that. So I'm just going to hit him. You can just strike if you want to. Don't even address the grip, just attack. You can do a break into an attack, or you can do a control position into an attack. All are valid. I just want some strikes in there, and effective strikes of that. Don't just throw random moves. So with that in mind, let's move on to the white belt yellow stripes, cross-handed grabs. So this is across the body, his right to my right, or his left to my left. Again, same basic breaks. You can twist and push, lift it up, push it down, low blocks, middle blocks, high blocks. It's all the same. I don't think there's any real unique one to this position. However, the grappling part is where it becomes a lot more interesting. So we've got the standard arm bar, which is my favorite, where we just twist this hand across and push it out like a single knife hand, but rather than pushing it away to break the grip, I'm going to grab. And he's not got a very strong grip there. I can probably just peel myself loose anyway. But from there, he's still stood up. I need to break that posture so he's not in a position to strike me. So I'm going to step in. I'm going to rev that forwards as I push this up and then down on top of his tricep muscle with my forearm. As I do that, it's not the most comfortable. I'm going to pull up with my right hand to get his wrist higher than his shoulder, breaking his posture. So if he tries to stand up from there, he probably won't be able to. And if I need to take him down further, I can drop him down to the ground and keep him restrained from there. Again, it's not using any strikes or any unreasonable force. It's just restraining them from attacking you further. A similar one would be a wrist lock, which actually kind of leads into it. We pin the hand, not the wrist. We get their hand. This one's going to grab the wrist, and it does exactly the same motion as we did before. But this time, I've already got his hand here. I'm going to walk slightly closer to bend his elbow, And then all I'm going to do is rev this guy forwards. Yeah, it doesn't feel great. Elbows and wrists don't really like going that direction, so that's what we're taking advantage of on this one. And the reason I like this one is it's more of a setup. It's great if you get it, but let's say he keeps his arms straight and I really can't get the bend. Oh, that's fine. Just go into the other one. So there's always an option, which is what I like with that one. And finally, this is one that I should have said on the last one as well, but it applies to this. If he goes for a cross-handed grab, I can grab his wrist. And then I just need to choose a side and go under. I normally follow the way my hand's going, so if I've gone that way, I go under his arm, step and pull. Or you can go the other way. So same hand, you could go back this way, under the arm. You've got a nice wrist lock from there, or you can take hand at the back, get them in a choke, kick them, knee them, whatever you need to do from there. And again, that does work with the same-sided grip as well. So I'll show you that one here, same-sided grip. You can go under the arm here, or you can go under the arm here for the takedown. Okay, nice and controlled. It's not nice when that one's done fast. So that is control, and then there's destroy again, which is exactly the same as the last grade. You can do it just from the grab, you can do it from a break, or you can do it from a control position into a strike. All those are valid. For yellow belts and yellow belt green stripes, you've just got that again, but both sides. So you'd have cross hand or same side, and it could be the same on either hand. So you could do that one, could do that one, could do that one, or you could do that one. And that's all you guys have got to worry about. It's all the same motions, but I still want a break, a control, and a destroy. So just 3 techniques from each person. As we move on to the green belts, it gets a bit more tricky because they go for the collar grabs. And breaking the grip on clothing is a bit harder than breaking a grip on just the wrist. I mean, even if they get the wrist sleeve, then that's easier to break than this. So I prefer to go more for the control position straight away on this one. So I'm going to reach my right hand up and over, similar to before, having that guard in front of my head, grab his hand, and then I'm going to turn it so his hand goes all the way over. And again, we've ended up in that same position we ended up before. If you can just learn one position and get there from any grab, that's probably the best option. So we'll do another one that again can set up into that. It's the same kind of lock as that wrist lock before. Same setup. This time I'm going to turn his hand so his thumb's pointing down. I'm then going to bend the elbow if I can. If it doesn't bend, I'll just go for the other one. And then I'm just going to, imagine I've got a glass of water, put it down. Glass of water, put it down. It has to turn that way. I don't want to, as he's got that grip there, I don't want to be twisting or lifting up and down. It's just a little push, a little twist. Again, it's the same thing as before. The wrist doesn't go that way when your arm's in that position. So those are 2 control ones from there. Oh, there's one more. Probably my least favorite because it leaves you a bit more open. You're going to reach this hand across, which doesn't cover you as well, but I guess you've got the other hand ready to guard. Grabbing on the wrist, and we're going to do that step, step, 1, 2, into that other wrist lock. I guess if you're quick on the draw for that one, that's a good one to go for, but it kind of relies on a bit of a slam as well, which is a bit more on the aggressive side. We want to get them in a controlled position for these first few. If they are more of a problem, however, striking becomes key, and they've already got a grip on us, so we might as well use that against them. Grab an elbow. This is perfect elbow in range. You can do knees as well. Just grab on their shoulders, grab on the wrists, grab a hold of them and just throw something at them. You can still throw kicks to the lower parts of the body, right between the legs, but please don't contact. Foot stomps, any horrible stuff you can think of. Just throw some strikes to give them something to worry about. And then finally, double collar grab. So again, control positions first. One of my very favorites does actually include a strike, but you could do it as a feint, so I guess it could still be a peaceful one. I'm going to grab his wrist, throw a punch up here. I'm going to feint it though, I'm not actually going to punch. I'm going to reach my arm all the way through, shoulder deep, and then going to lift it up, across, and that's already released the grip. I've got his hand here. I'm going to grab that wrist while I'm at it. Now I've got him in a figure 4, so he's kind of arm barring himself there. Do not sweep them in that position, because you've got their arms, they've got no way to break full. So just get them in that lock, give them a bit of a push, but do not add any sweeps to that one in class. So one more time, just to show that one again. Grab and punch, weave, lift. That grab's the hardest part to get because you've got to time it so that they don't just escape. If they do, hey presto, you're not grabbed anymore, so it has kind of worked. Other one, if he grabs me here, it comes up, underneath through the middle. My elbow's going to come down. Oh, I thought he took my mic off there. My elbow's going to come down on his elbow, bending the arm. I'm going to take that same arm underneath, turn my body a little bit, and he's already very uncomfortable. It's an Americana lock, just standing. It's a cheeky little lock. I've got myself out of there as well. Again, if you were trying to be more forceful, you would add a little sweep to that. But again, we're going for control positions first before we add any violence to defend ourselves. So we'll go on to the striking ones now. The most obvious one from here. Reach in between, grab the head, knee, knee, knee. Muay Thai all the way. It works. There's a reason they practice it. So you can reach and grab the head. You can also open and knee to the body from here. Don't need to grab the head in all clinches. You can grab the arms to manipulate them. And even better, you know that they're not going to punch you from here. Your hands are free. You can still punch them. Bam, bam, bam. You've got all these targets across the chin, up underneath, straight up the middle. I guess you could elbow if you can lean in enough. Depends if their arms are straight or not. And if you're feeling really nasty and very flexible, you could even sneak a front kick right up under the chin as well. So there's loads of different strikes you can use from there. But that's the main premise of it. Depending on what the grab is, I want a break for the wrist grabs especially, control for all the grabs, and a destroy technique where you add some violence into the mix. As you get to the higher belts, we'll mix all those grabs up and you'll be asked to make a lot more of your own. So I'll be asking for more from the higher grades, but typically I just want one of each, a break, a control, and destroy.